Welcome back, our viewers. Continuing at your show, Flex Well. So now with our Dr. Alsarraf in the nutrition segments as a dietitian he is. So welcome back, Doctor. And we're so glad to have you with us.
Thank you.
So, Doctor, for today's episode, we would love to talk about something important.
Sure.
A lot of people would be interested to know more information, to have more information about, especially people who are expecting a baby, of course. So, Doctor, nutrition for pregnant women. So,
Yeah.
we would love to talk about that and have more information about that. So,
Sure.
can we start about it?
Sure. First, to start off, some women, when they see and they come to my clinic, the first thing they are concerned about for themselves, actually, beside, of course, being concerned for the health and well-being of the baby,
Yeah.
it's their health, of course, and their weight. Because many, especially for their first pregnancy, it's because it's such a new experience for them. So they are concerned actually, and some of them get overwhelmed due to the weight gain, especially if they are sort of following healthy plans and usually watch out for their weight. They are usually concerned with their weight and afraid of it. But we always enforce and explain that it's very normal to gain weight. It is dependent on the weight before pregnancy. So usually, on average, a woman will gain maybe 7 up to 12 kg of weight. It's dependent, as I said, on her weight prior to pregnancy. And also depending on the trimester or the period of pregnancy, there is a specific rate for gaining weight during the pregnancy.
Gaining weight, I think that sometimes it's because of the diet, sometimes it's just genetic for the baby. And the baby is actually not weight-free, so
True, there is some weight contributed due to the baby, as you said.
Yeah.
Alongside, there is hormonal changes for the body itself.
Sure.
This does play a role in water retention and also some fat storage alongside to support the pregnancy and this period overall. And third is, of course, the food intake. We can elaborate on that because some ladies actually think that once they are pregnant, they need to eat more.
I think that also. Is it true?
What's that?
I think it's right.
Some of them actually, because we are two now, we need to eat for two persons.
Yeah, this is what I believe also.
It is true, but to some extent. In case that, in such that we usually call it 3 trimesters, in which the first 3 months of pregnancy is the first trimester. Then month 4 to 6 is second trimester, and then month 7 to 9 is the third trimester. And actually, the first trimester, there is actually no need to increase calories.
For the
first 3 trimesters.
Yeah.
So, for example, if a lady does require, for example, 2,000 calories for her day, then during the first 3 months, she actually just to maintain and keep the same intake, but rather to focus on having a healthy plan.
Yeah.
Not to consume the 2,000 calories, say, from unhealthy sources, or not considering calcium sources or good protein. So in the very first 3 trimesters, she doesn't need to add any extra calories.
Okay. And at the second, after the baby becomes 4 months old.
Yeah, so moving on to the second trimester, she actually need to increase only 350 calories.
350.
Yeah.
Okay, of protein and carb.
300
right?
to 350. Yeah.
Yes, and from the third trimester.
And for the third trimester, she need to actually add almost about 450 calories. So again, back to our example, if she actually in the very first 3 trimester she need 2,000 calories, and the third trimester she will be having 2,450 or almost 2,500 calories.
We thought that they need more than extra 1,000 calories. I mean, I don't know why. And I've seen a lot of videos on social media where pregnant women actually eat a lot. I mean, they open the fridge, they eat everything out of the fridge, and they say, it's okay, I'm pregnant. And suddenly they ended up having diabetes
Yeah,
from
I was going to
pregnancy
elaborate on
diabetes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, some people think, as you said, they are not really concerned about their weight during pregnancy, and does not like watch out for their food intake or see that they, after pregnancy and delivery, I will manage it and will lose weight. But it's better that you control your weight as much as possible to avoid such diseases, as you said, like for diabetes or even for delivery itself. If we have like say average or acceptable weight gain, it will be easier during delivery and giving birth for the lady itself.
And as it is really important to focus on that, to focus on your diet, because now you have the responsibility of a baby, so we need to check up twice. And of course, for the audio viewers, if your wife or you as a woman are pregnant, you can actually keep up with your dietitian and have more information and try to keep it safe. Please, please. I did something. I have a 7-month-old baby, and what we were depending on, unfortunately, was the Google search, and it wasn't that always good. So
yeah, actually there are good information, but you need to watch out for the source who is actually making that information, because myself and you can now just like create a page and put any information up there. So,
so I know
regardless of our background, or if we like can put any information regardless of like our major or specialty, and like people might follow it, but it's not really such step like a step to do, especially for something related to health.
Definitely. So doctor, now we have our regular short break at the mid of this segment, and then we'll be back. So stay tuned, our viewers. And welcome back, our viewers, continuing with our Dr. Alsarraf, a dietitian and special in nutrition. So, Doctor, thank you for being with us. And
Most
welcome to have
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
So, Doctor, continuing at our topic, which is nutrition for pregnant women. Doctor, to have more specific information, what are, the red line that a pregnant woman should not cross about consumption food? Is there anything that's extremely forbidden not to take, especially on a high doses?
Yeah. Overall, like pregnant women usually tend to have lower, not lower, but not as good as regular days immunity, in the sense that she might be prone to like some diseases that are related to the immune system. So overall, she needs to watch out for the food. If speaking about food, in the sense that she needs to be aware not to consume uncooked or not fully cooked or well done food, because it might be there a chance that she have like a foodborne illness due to improper food handling. Alongside, like it's better to avoid, especially seafood that is not cooked very well. Alongside also like eggs, she needs to ensure that the egg is really cooked well. Sometimes people like to eat the runny egg, but she needs to watch out for that. And finally, there are some usually sometimes smoked foods, especially like turkey or processed meats. Processed meats by itself is not really a healthy option, but overall like smoked processed meats or turkey is also not recommended to be consumed by a pregnant woman.
As we heard that even like hot dogs and meat like this.
It will be all in this this processed meat category.
Doctor, Yeah. So, doctor, what causes a pregnancy diabetes for a pregnant woman?
It's actually like multifactorial. There is a chance for genetics to be playing a role in having gestational
Okay,
diabetes.
that's
Okay.
out of our hand.
Yeah.
What about if it wasn't a
And
genetic?
then non-genetic factors will be like having simply unhealthy lifestyle. So prior to pregnancy or even during pregnancy, there will be like overweight, consuming like unhealthy foods, especially high in calories, will cause weight gain. Alongside like a very low or no exercise or
Yeah.
movement, barely maybe just for the daily activities like going to work or
Doing
like
the
small
homework, yeah.
minimal work at home. So simply low activity. This will actually cause a better or sorry more chance to have gestational diabetes.
I thought it's eating sugars will cause diabetes.
Eating sugar overall is not directly related to causing diabetes sorry itself.
Yeah.
It's actually the amount of food like leading to obesity. Obesity itself actually increases the chance for type 2 and gestational diabetes.
Okay. So from having that, and it's really a huge problem. Okay. After that, God forbid, having a pregnancy diabetes. Okay. What we can do to minimize the risk of having diabetes after pregnancy, because we know that
Sure.
after giving birth, pregnancy diabetes will, I think it will vanish. So I don't know if that's true, but there is also a big chance that diabetes.
She might have diabetes again, yeah. Overall, a pregnant woman who might be diagnosed with diabetes, it might, as you said, like vanish or go away after giving birth, but it is dependent on some, again, habits. Like she need to watch out, but not to follow a very strict diet, because some of them think that she is diagnosed with diabetes, she want to lose like say many kilos in order to
While she's pregnant.
yeah,
Well, that's not good
but
for
is
the baby.
actually, yeah, it is not recommended. She just need to like manage her food, because she still, as you said, need to watch out for the energy that she's having alongside with the nutrients that she requires for herself and the baby. Overall, she need to focus whether she have diabetes during pregnancy or to avoid it, to eat complex carb, as we call it, like the wheat product itself, like bread, rice, pasta, need to be in the form of whole wheat, so brown rice,
Yeah.
bread and pasta, and then need to watch out for the portion, not to eat a large amount of food in order to control the weight, along with, after of course checking with the doctor, to do some exercise. For women who are used to exercise before getting pregnant or in the very first months of pregnancy, they are still used to it and can manage it. But some actually women who haven't done exercise for a while and then go very intensive for the exercise,
Yeah.
it might be really not recommended to go for intensive or a very say high intensity exercise.
Yeah.
She need to take it gradually and of course consult her doctor.
Okay. And of course, for more information for our viewers, try to consult with your dietitian. And of course, thank you, Dr. Alsarraf, for being with us
Most
and
welcome.
helping us on this information.
Sure, anytime.
Thank you, Doctor. We're so glad. And of course, for your viewers, thank you for watching. We will see you for the next time. Stay safe and goodbye for now.